Philippines Duterte in The Hague after ICC arrest over drug war. Duterte was arrested in Manila in the dramatic turn of event. A plane carrying former Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte has arrived in the Netherlands, where he is to face charges of crimes against humanity at the International Criminal Court called ICC over his deadly war on drugs. Duterte was arrested at Manila airport on Tuesday and within hours was on the chartered jet which flew via Dubai to The Hague, where the ICC sits. The 79-year-old could become the first Asian former head of the state to go on trial at the ICC. Duterte, who contested his extradition, led the Philippines from 2016 to 2022 and presided over a violent war on drugs that saw thousands of small-time drug dealers, users, and others killed without trial. The Gulfstream G550 landed in Dubai for a stopover early on Wednesday, and its expected departure was delayed for several hours while Duterte received medical checks, Reuters news agency reported. Once the plane had landed in Rotterdam, the ICC confirmed that Duterte was in its custody to face charges of murder as the crime against humanity. A hearing will be scheduled in due course for Mr. Duterte's initial appearance before the court. Meanwhile, the former leader's supporters gathered outside The Hague penitentiary institution protesting his arrest. Many of them waved the Philippine flag, while others mimicked Duterte's signature fist-pumping gesture. "We stand with Duterte" lead a banner held up by supporters. Duterte's main political rival, current President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., was instrument in handing him over. Minutes after Duterte left the Philippines airspace, Marcos gave a televised address saying the country was fulfilling its legal obligation. "This is what the international community expects of us," Marcos said. The Duterte and Marcos families are the Philippines' most powerful political dynasties. They joined forces to sweep the country's last national election in 2022, but have fallen out in recent months as they pursue separated agendas. Duterte being handed to the ICC is the latest twist in the political fold that has unfolded spectacularly in the public view. The Duterte and Marcos families formed the formidable alliance in the 2022 elections against the elder Duterte's wishes. His daughter Sara ran as Marcos Jr.'s vice president instead of seeking her father's post. Marcos initially refused to cooperate with the ICC investigation, but as his relationship with the Duterte family deteriorated, he changed his stand. Vice President Duterte said her father's arrest amounted to kidnapping, claiming it violated the Philippines' sovereignty. She left Manila for the Netherlands on Wednesday, according to her office. Duterte supporters have gathered outside the Hague Penitentiary Institution, the dead squad of bounty hunters. The Rodrigo Duterte previously insisted that the ICC has no jurisdiction over the Philippines since he flooded the country out of the tribunal in 2019, 3 years after he took note of the drug wars rising that toll. But according to the Rome statute that is the basis for the ICC, the court maintains the jurisdiction over alleged crimes committed before the nation leaves the tribunal. The ICC investigation covers 2011 to 2019, which includes the period when Duterte was mayor of Davao, spurring many metropolis in the country's south, where his family has held power for decades. Complaints filed against Duterte at the ICC allege that he kept a dead squad of bounty hunters to go after drug suspects in Davao, and later replicated this model on the national scale when he was elected president. A jet carrying Duterte leaves Manila for The Hague late on Tuesday. Human Rights Watch called Duterte's arrest a critical step for accountability in the Philippines. Duterte built a reputation for Davao as one of the Philippines' safest cities and cultivated the image of the tough-talking, anti-establishment man of the masses to pull off the dark horse win in the 2016 presidential elections. Polls show he is the most popular Philippines president since the restoration of democracy in 1986. His supporters have threatened to hold large rallies to protest against his arrest. They had asked the Supreme Court to issue the restraining order against the ICC warrant, but the court did not act before the former president was flown out on Tuesday. On social media, where the Dutertes maintain a strong following, the reaction was mixed. Many praised the ICC for delivering justice for those who died in the drug war, while others defended Duterte's legacy, with some calling for widespread rallies. Justice Served read a top-liked comment on TikTok. Philippines was safe during Duterte's time, another TikTok user wrote, saying the former leader built bridges, roads, and other infrastructure. He was the best president. Additional reporting by Fan Wang.